Police! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Look out! Stop! Stop or I'll shoot!
What a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit. You gonna shoot again? You already shot him 3 times in the back. He's got his foot on the gas. He's dead. If you watch that and you don't understand that we have a problem in the United States of America with these pigs, then you're an inhumane, brutal, disgusting bastard. Stealing a car should not be a death sentence. I slept in my car a lot when I drove across the country. And since I'm no longer 21, when you go over 40 years old, you need a nap. And so a lot of times I had to pull over and take a nap. This guy had to pull over and take a nap. They're saying the car is stolen.
Police! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Oh, so the cop's gonna kill him? The cop's gonna kill him for driving a car? Even if the car's stolen, you got him. Who cares? Oh my God, that's disgusting. Did you see he just the guy because he's driving down the road?
Shot fired! Shot fired! Shot fired!
Wow.
Don't move! Don't move!
Holy shit.
512!
No, murder, murder, murder. You murdered the guy. What a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit. You gonna shoot him again? You already shot him 3 times in the back. He's got his foot on the gas. He's dead. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit shooken. I couldn't imagine shooting somebody in the back, in the kidneys, and then shooting them in the spine. I have several guns. I couldn't imagine lowering down on someone's back and shooting them 5 times. I couldn't imagine doing it. He could have reached up and took the keys. He could have punched the guy in the side of the head and knocked him completely unconscious.
We're learning more about the moments leading up to the shooting death of 17-year-old Delanio Martin. This is a story we've been following very closely for you. You might remember a Park police officer shot and killed Martin in Northwest DC last month, and tonight we have body camera video of that shooting from Park police.
After 30 minutes of discussion as to how to best apprehend 17-year-old Delanio Martin before his inevitable shooting, 2 United States Park police officers moved in. Both toward the back seat of this vehicle parked in DC's River Terrace neighborhood. Inside the car was Martin. He was asleep at the wheel of a vehicle police believed was stolen.
Police! Don't move!
When he wakes up, one Park police officer is thrown out of the car into the road. The other Park police officer is still in the back seat, asking Martin to stop the car.
Look out! Stop! Stop or I'll shoot!
We've decided not to show you what happens after this request.
The media yesterday or the day before on my live, they said, we've chosen to show it in the name of transparency. From Florida, from Wallace going to prison for 30 years for shooting that pig, Jason Rayner. And the media, they said, we release it in the name of transparency when a pig got shot. But then here, when the pig murders a citizen, they say, oh, you know, we chose not to show it. Why wouldn't you show it? Because if you show it, you'll see that he's a jackboot thug pig murderer. That's why. It's state-run media.
The other Park police officer...
Shut up, dude. Shut up, you lying fraud. Maybe Park police shouldn't try to jump in someone's car. Maybe you should have just walked up and got a picture of his face.
...is still in the back seat, asking Martin to stop the car.
Look out! Stop! Stop or I'll shoot!
We've decided not to show you what happens after this request.
Of course, because you're state-run media.
But we can tell you, less than 1 second later, the officer fires several times.
He shot 5 times.
Toward Martin's head.
He didn't shoot towards Martin's head at all. He shot him in the kidneys, in the lower spine, the middle spine, upper right spine, upper left spine.
And upper torso. The car later crashes into a home. Officers
right, and he could have killed the people in the house.
On scene render aid, but Martin succumbs to his injury.
What are you talking about? What the flock are you even talking about? You cannot render aid to someone you shot in the spine 5 times. You cannot render aid to someone you shot in the kidneys, you shot in the back, you shot in the scapula, you shot in the middle of the spine, you shot on the left side. You cannot render aid to that person. They need immediate surgery. They need 6 people to put their fingers in the bullet holes. It's not likely the person's ever gonna walk again. You shot him in the spine, bro. One of those bullets hit almost dead center into his spine, and he's shooting him with a Glock. You cannot render aid to somebody you shot at close range, 5 times in the back. You pig. I hope he burns in hell. I really do. I really do. I hope he burns in hell. God forgive me for being mortal. I hope that pig burns in hell. And why is the reporter lying?
District senior officials told us DC police called in nearby park police officers for assistance after getting a 911 call about the car Martin was in. Those same officers told us it's against MPD policy to block a car's path of pursuit or to even get into a car.
So the pig's going to get away with murder and he's going to lose his peace officer's license. At the best. At best. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. He violated policy, but he's going to say he was in fear for his life. So the murder's going to be justified, but he's going to lose his job, maybe not even his badge, for violating pig policy.
And DC senior officials go on to say a gun was found in the car after the...
In November of 2021, I interviewed an ex-pig, and he explained to us that they have drop drugs, drop guns, drop knives. They carry them on them in case they shit the bed and they have to drop a gun or drop drugs or drop a knife. And so this cop obviously shit the bed. He shot him within a quarter second of saying stop or I'll shoot, and then he killed him. And so we know that he murdered him. Do you think it was a drop gun? I do. Let me put a 1 in the chat for me. I think it was a drop gun. They found a gun in the car, huh? That's funny. Isn't that perfect? They found a gun in the car. Isn't that just perfect? It all's justified now. And the Karens or Kevins who don't dig into it, don't dig into the research, don't look at the real facts of the case, they go, oh yeah, that DC cop who killed that 17-year-old kid, he had a gun though, right? Yeah, he had a gun. Oh, okay. Anyway, you want to watch the game tomorrow? Yeah, where are you watching the game? I don't think I'm going to head over to the bar and watch the game over there. Oh, I was going to head over to my cousin's house and watch the game over there. They just sweep it under the rug. Your arms go to a touchdown position. That's how your arms do it. Your arms go to a touchdown position. You see this arm elbow bend right there? Phone's at the top of it. There's the top of the goalpost. There's the other side of the goalpost. Now I've got a touchdown position. Copper can't say I was reaching. Copper can't say nada. I had my license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go along with a copy of my driver. I'm a black man today named Denzel Washington. I had everything ready to go for the jackboot thug pig. I had everything ready to go. License, registration, proof of insurance, everything was together on a laminated card. I already laminated it. I took my time to do it because I don't want this jackboot thug pig to have any kind of power over me. I gave you everything I have to give you required by law. Leave me alone at that point. I'm not gonna play the game of why'd you pull me over. I'm not gonna play the game of do you know how fast I was going. No, 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 no. We've seen time and time and time again that you end up going in torture cuffs, that you end up going to jail. You have to use the trifold. Then the cop says, you know what? I want to search your car. And you say, okay, sure, you can search my car. And then you get out of the car. And then you turn around and you pull your trifold out and you say, you know what, I revoke consent. If I can give consent, then I can revoke consent. I revoke consent on camera. Now, from the 1914 case of Weeks called the exclusionary rule, he can no longer search. He has to stop searching. Anything he finds after the search, after you revoke consent, is no longer admissible in a court of law. If you have it on camera, doesn't matter what you have in your car after that point. You gave consent, he took your consent, used your consent, you revoked that consent, and then he searched your car anyway. It's now the exclusionary rule. No longer can he use it. Fruit of the Poisonous Tree from 1961, Mapp versus Ohio.